So what is up, guys? Welcome to your Venus Muse deck profile. I'm your host, Wolf on Arranger. We'll be tackling this with more of the Gene build this time because we're going to keep calling intercepts as much as we can, keep up a defense game, and go about our days the usual way. So when it comes to using Venus Muse and Reverse Venus, it depends how your field is kind of prepped and how it's set up. What I mean by that is you'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about. So put the Genes back, and now we got our Venus Reverse, which is okay. I usually look for her early, so if I draw her now, it's okay. It's all good. Oh, and I lost the stand. So now we're back to square one. Whoop-de-doo. So let's see how we do against Link Joker. Good thing I'm playing stands in my deck, because again, this is the only way I can get around Link Joker's lock mechanic if I have two front rows. Or if he locks two front rows, obviously, once he sees the stands, he's going to lock two front rows because now he's going to fear the opponent actually getting a stand trigger. So again, you got to strike fear in the heart of your opponent. So that's not a good. And I drew Gene again. So again, that's just support. That's just high quality support we can use. Early stands just really hurt me sometimes, man. Don't know what I can do around that. I don't know what to do. I really wish I didn't hit stands so early. Like, I pray I don't. And lo and behold, I hit these things so early that it's like makes it hard to do combos. So I'm already down to 3 stands. It's just like that sometimes. You know, you just have those games where it's like you wish it was a crit, but you're playing stands because you're trying to get around this matchup. You do. Oh my God, that's another trigger. Is he going to trigger every turn? Let's find out today on Does Keith Get Shafted? All right, perfect. That helps me call boosters, which is good. We need to be able to call boosters. So now we can guarantee ourselves attacks, depending on how he has this set up. So I either do the Gene play now where I can get double intercepts, which is always okay. That's what I would usually do is try to go double intercept and just keep up like a big defense game for now, just to hold off my opponent. I can get 2 attacks in. Yep, drawing my draw triggers it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Now, I can return Gene now, and then I can just call a booster later. But I'd rather just attack with Gene at this very moment. Just so I can get 2 of my cards out, and that gives me some heal potential. So calling 2 Genes actually boosts up your Venus, which is nice. If in case it was like a power creep moment. It just depends. But yeah, we're going to play some defense here. Kind of block. No, we're not going to call anything. I will call a booster next time, though. Just depends on what goes on. All right, so he has IZD. I'm trying to make him waste cards, actually, if I can. So he's going to waste his Colony Maker, which is okay. That's what we want to kind of see. I have a good feeling he's about to hit a trigger this turn since he just went through a couple dud checks. Maybe he drew a trigger now, but the triggers could be stacked. Let's find out, shall we? That's what we come here for. See? Either triggers were stacked or he had a trigger coming. Well, at least you know he's down 1 PG, right? And I lose a PG. Nothing ever outweighs the other stuff, I'm telling you. So I have more intercepts I can use, but then I can call some boosters if I need to as well, which I possibly will. So we'll swing there. We'll swing here. And if he hit a trigger, that was going to be fine. We're going to deck thin, grab a G1 out. Which is okay, because the more we deck thin, the easier it is to hit our heal check. No stand, no nothing. Just plain dying from the looks of it. So I'm kind of keeping on my intercept game in a different way that isn't the Musketeer route, which is always usually the best route. Wow, nice top deck, sir. I think you couldn't ask for a better top deck than to break red IZD twice so you limit the attack phase. For sure. No, for sure. So let's see how he does on this next turn. I think he's going to play maybe an intercept and a G3, or he leaves the G1. So he's going to get Palamadium because, again, keeping the card lock always wins you games. Just depends on how you always kind of have it set up. All right, yep. So that's a guaranteed 2 damage regardless of what was going to happen. So he had one PG at the end of the day. Once he break rides ICD, just keeps everything locked. And I really can't do anything because it's Link Joker. So there's that. He had really good heal games, so there was that too. So just keep in mind, don't beat yourself up too much when it comes to games like this, I'm telling you. Of course, Gene, why not? Oh man, losing a heal is always hurtful, but I have 3 heals left, so it doesn't like really hurt me too much. But we're going to do a lock effect here, trying to search for a card. This is going to try to benefit us in the long run. Wow, there was like barely any G2 support. That was all G1s. So we're going to swing with this. It's fine. Then we're going to swing with this. Hopefully we hit a stand or a heal or something that's going to save us from death. Obviously that's not happening. We didn't get any of that stuff. Any of that stuff to help us. So we lose this one. For sure. I didn't even think he... I mean, I would have killed first. Oh, he top decked another IZD. Really? This is fair? I guess he had no other G3s. The game really favored him top decking another break ride target after break ride target. Yeah, this game's fair. This game is so fair. Very fair game. Very fair. I draw my heal, he hits them perfectly, and I get cucked. No heal. Sad face. Very much sad. It is what it is. It's Link Joker. It's like no matter what happens, it's just IZD is IZD. And apparently he just kept top decking IZD. And he had Mirage, so again, he just had many ways to keep the cards locked. I was running stand, so I felt a little bit more confident in the matchup, but I should have realized with my RNG, when it comes to making an actual stand deck profile, it isn't going to really pan out for me most of the time. I don't think I've actually had one good successful stand deck profile without a break ride helping me. I mean, that's a fact. If you've been watching me for a while, you would understand every stand deck profile I make, I never pull anything off. It's a curse. It's a damn curse. It be like that sometimes. I can't control it. Oy. Well, at least it's not blocked, so at least this could be a little bit more. Now you can see more of the deck in action without all the locking. If your opponent doesn't have a lot of locking, what else can your opponent do against it? So on and so forth. Oh, now I'm getting like a decent hand. You know, I'm going to save the self-pinger. I only run like one just in case. If I need to do a quick reverse Venus, and realizing I do have reverse Venus, it's technically a quick Ezel play at the end of the day. I just didn't want to run too many 6Ks, because again, 6Ks with the 9Ks isn't a good setup for extra attacking, and the magic number is much needed. So I didn't want to like really run a turbo like Venus, because it wouldn't function correctly. I wouldn't be for it. So that's the other thing. I have 2 PGs, which is great. That's what we want to see. Again, like I said, it's like no matter what, I lose stands. It's just the natural order. Nothing more I can do. There's really nothing more I can do. I really could have used another booster, actually. And that's another heal check. I mean, if you count how many times my opponent has perfectly healed against me, I'd be a millionaire. I mean, if we count how many times my opponent actually healed against me, I'd be a big millionaire, I'm telling you. Like, it's not even like, it's just be like that sometimes. It's like ridiculous. Wow, no trigger. Shocker. Wow, no trigger. Shocker. Here comes a trigger. Am I shocked? I should be, right? Should I be shocked about him getting that? Yes, actually. Wow. You know what? It would have been nice if you only got those 2, because I would love to draw another PG. You really could have put... Oh my god, I lost all my stands. This is the reason why it's hard to just make an aggressive deck profile sometimes. It's crap like this, man. Crap like this. Let's try to double up the intercept game if we can. How many genes do I got? 4. Let's try to limit the gene pool. We're just going to sell ping. We're going to swing with our gene. Then we're going to swing with our heal gene so we can try to heal. Put this gene back. Call 2 genes, which is nice. And then with that being said, we have a 21k Vanguard after that. That's a nice little combo play. Now that we actually put the heal trigger back into the deck, it benefited us in our power play. Yikes, was not expecting that. Eey. Well, I lost the stand trigger, but that's why we want tons of them. But this is the reason why you need a 7k booster to kind of get the extra attack. He still hit a defense, so the stand trigger kind of just blew itself out of proportion. So I am trying to just keep up as much of an intercept game as I can from my opponent. Stands are running low down to 2. Shockingly enough, I hit them more in this match where my columns are just not there. And that's going to happen a lot. It does. All right, so he's denying me Break Ride. That's amazing. He doesn't want me to get a Break Ride, which is okay. I mean, I'm okay with that. Not like a big deal. Oh my god, he made me miss a draw trigger. Son of a witch. So I'll just put this gene up here. Wow, return 2 heal sounds pretty good to me. Now we just gotta shuffle the deck somehow in the following turns, and we are good to kind of go. Alrighty, let us go. We're gonna swing with this. Perfect. We'll swing with this. And I'm glad I returned 2 heal checks back into the deck. It helps. Definitely helps. Limiting this man's hand as well to field control is also good. He didn't Break Ride, so without the Break Ride, I really have less to fear this game because I played more intercepts. So that's good. Max, I'm taking his 2 damage, and then we kind of go for the big end game play. 2 stands, return 2 heals. Once I reshuffle the deck, better my odds, so that's good. So we're going to see how this plays out. I guess the 1 self pinger in the deck never really hurt me, so that was like a good sign. So we had nothing but G1s. Is your hand like looking good? Alright, so he has 2 PGs in his hand. 2. Max 2. And I think he might start hitting a draw sack right now. So if he gives me this, it'll be fine, because again, it's going to push me to 4. It's not like I'm getting pushed to 5. And believe it or not, I still have a chance to set up more intercept game and deck thin to get to my triggers. So he hit another draw trigger. I think he's trying to heal at this point. Wow. Ethics. So he needs to die this turn. He might have drawn his 3 PGs, though. I actually wouldn't put it past the man. Alright. So this is where we're going to have to start the lock process. We're gonna look for some G2s, hopefully some G2s. There we go, our first G2. Place this in the back, lock another unit. We're really looking for that G2 again. We want to have as much intercept game as we can. That is beautiful because that sets it up for a 16 column, and it is technically another G2. So we got it. So swing. Swing. If we hit a restand, we're good to go. Oh, draw trigger. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. This is how I picture the deck running, actually. This is how I actually pictured it. Like, if it actually worked and you get all your triggers, like, this is how I pictured it would work. Like, this is it. So this was a game of actually hitting what I needed to hit, where my RNG kind of went down a bit, where it was now I actually got my win, where the plays mattered and I pulled everything off. That's why I kind of like Gene for this deck, due to the fact that it helps Venus get to her 21k if you needed to go higher. So that was always nice. As a Neo Nectar like unit, it always helps. I mean, the fact that we're revisiting Gene in general is nice because, you know, you guys see if some of your old stuff can pan out for the new age of, you know, Neo Nectar. And it could. It just depends on your preferences, guys. It really does depend. But I do like Reverse Venus for her being an Ezel. Again, deck thinning is deck winning. So with that being said, it's always good to plan ahead and try to get all the plays you can. That's why I'm running a lot of stands. I'm trying to hit those the best I can. I'm going to keep the G2 because I know I'm not going to get a G2. So I run one Tech or Burrows in case, again, I need to fill up my field and deck thin. Deck thinning is deck winning. But with Gene being around, it definitely sets up everything. So with this being said, I am going to have a full board of boosters, which is great. I think that's why I like a lot of these Blossom units. Like, these actually really help you because it's almost playing like a basic Jewel Knights. But, you know, at least you have your boosters for the game. The only problem is none of the units actually power creep themselves to... They don't power creep themselves to 21k, sadly. And the only way to power creep someone to 21k is by tagging out sometimes. Good thing I am running Gene because, A, that's how we recycle. So we'll put this here, put that there. We're going to swing with our Vanguard first. I already knew I was going to hit a trigger. But again, get our push plays in. CB1, and now we have a booster for our Vanguard. So now our boosters are prepped for the game, so we're good there. So now it just comes down to getting the right combos, getting the right cards, and we'll be good to go. We run P-Knight again because P-Knight is always nice. I mean, P-Knight has been my forerunner for God knows how long. Ever since I played Nectar in the first place. I was even playing P9 and Musketeers because, again, recycling my heal as a Musketeer. The heal actually played some value once I dropped it in the drop zone. I went for other plays. It was, like, nice to, like, work around. So now I don't even really need Ouroboros to really call me units. I just need to actually hit some units here. Oh, lost the stand trigger. But now I just need unit control. So something like that actually works out. I don't think I really need to do much yet. Like, I don't think I need to waste my Gene because I don't need the intercept game yet. But since I do run stands, there's a possibility I still get this attack through. I healed, which is great. Charge. So again, I mean, if he had a draw trigger coming up, he wasn't going to get it. So a little bit of a positive in this match. Hopefully we made him miss a draw trigger or something, maybe. But yeah, I had to keep Gene on standby because, again, it helps refuel the board with intercepts if I'm getting kind of cucked on the intercept game and I want to be prepared. I obviously could have made a copy of this. Well, I couldn't make a copy because I already wasted the 1 CB to call. So scratch what I just said. That wasn't going to happen. Now we're waiting for the DP player to reignite. So I'm not happy that I actually had to ride Ouroboros. Obviously, I'm hoping to top deck Venus Liquor and go for Venus Liquor plays. So on and so forth. So hopefully he shows me that was a G3. So I can be happy with my results. It was a G3. So we made him miss a draw trigger, which is okay. So it looks like he's a big G3 hand going. He might go cross ride, actually. Cross riding does help. Good, good. We had to make him miss that. We definitely had to make him miss that. Hey, but that's the whole point of why we call more intercepts. Was really hoping to... I'm going to get my 2 attacks in, actually. Do the Gene play now. I have a heal here. Because technically if I hit a restand, it still helps. Hits another draw trigger, so that made sense. And this is where I would have said this is where the Venus... this is where Muse, if I even had to ride my stand trigger, I would have been okay with it. So now that we decked in, hit my stand trigger, perfect. Juice the unit. Excellent. So not only did we, smack him again, but we were able to kill another unit. So again, we're playing kind of like a midfield control here if we wanted to kill more of his units. If he didn't want to waste more cards. Alright, he's going Die Kaiser route, so I gotta be more careful here. I think he's got a Superior Ride. Alright, so he's down a couple trigs. Alright, so he has a lot of PGs. He has a lot of PGs, apparently. I'm glad I played a big intercept game, because I could have lost this if I didn't. The intercept game was a must here. So if he has a Go Cannon, I could be cucked, but then again, he has to waste a lot of cards in hand to make it happen. So Kaiser, so he plays a big intercept game. He's going to hit me with a 3 crit. I keep my PG, which is good. I don't see this guy playing crits right now. It looks like he's full draw turbo. So let's see if he was going to hit that trigger for game. No trick for game, so I would have definitely lived. I lost another stand trigger. And I would have drawn another PG. Ooh, I love my top decks. So now we can deck thin. We have one stand trigger left with a heal. Actually, let's return our heal and stand check. I still have another gene, so we're good. Yeah, we're going to return our heal and stand back to the deck, so we have better odds at hitting those. We're going to, you know, just lock this, set up another unit. Beautiful. The sets are up at 16. So we're going to swing with this first. Then we're going to swing with our Venus next. If we hit our stand trigger, we're good. Nope. And then we're going to countercharge and save ourselves from death here. Good thing we did not heal, or that would have went sideways really quick. Should I have done the effect again? Kinda, but I didn't really want to risk too much. Alright, so he only has one PG left, so that's good. I could definitely do my Venus Licker. My reverse fly trap again, if I need to. He only has one PG left in hand. He could get another one. Nope. So, thank God for this. So let's win this match. I would have hit a draw trigger, that's fine. So we're going to lock this. So kind of look at your deck, see what kind of copies you have left of G2s, and kind of go about your day. Now obviously, the smart, even if I went double intercept, it wouldn't help me, in a sense. Because, well, technically I have to do this a certain way. I gotta make sure I hit, like, say, like, I mean, I can actually try to trigger sack my way to victory right now. I mean, I only need 2 attacks, but I was trying to play this to an extent of, in case he got a 6 damage heal, I gotta be more careful. But, that's the only issue. If I played careful, I'm gonna die. Yeah, don't do that to yourself, because you're going to rob yourself of 2 attacks. I don't think it's worth it. Oh, I guess it was worth it. So if I lose this match, I know why. Oh, man, I should have done it. Eek. Should have attacked with the Vanguard and prayed for a trigger. Like I said, if he gets a 6 damage heal, this is where I screwed up. Can't tell how relieved I am that wasn't a 6 damage heal, because I kind of could have cucked myself there. I could have attacked with my rear guard first and then restood it for more attacking, but in the end I think it still would have been the same 2 attacks on Vanguard, but he only had 1 PG. I was just trying to make sure everything was kosher. Alright, so that was 2 wins, 1 loss. Let's get one more match in. If I lose, I lose. Sometimes in these videos we go like 2-2, and sometimes we go 3-1. But we'll see how this we're going to see how this last match plays out. So only Link Joker really is the only issue, but everything else, I mean, Neo Nectar has their resolve when it comes to using Venus and actually using Gene. Alright, fighting Aqua Force. And there you go. Megumi! Easy, easy. Oh my god, please return all of that back into the deck. Beautiful. So now I can set up, well, I have boosters, but again, I can set up multi-boosters and pretty much an intercept. Okay, I have plenty of boosters, and I have ways to call Gene out when I need him. So that is a good thing. That is an actual good thing that I can call more intercepts, but now I need a G3, but I'm possibly going to draw a G3 knowing my crappy RNG luck. So let's hope there when we're fighting this Aqua player right now. That is fine. That is fine. Alrighty. Get slapped. I take that hit. Like I said, I'm just kind of hoping for, you know, that one. If I have to play Gene, I can play Gene. I mean, I can definitely keep up an intercept game. Well, I already have like one gene. It's not life or death yet, so that's good news. I didn't want to play too many cards because I knew I wouldn't really get in there. So we're going to do a little deck thin here, and then depending on where we're at in the match, we'll definitely call a gene for more intercept play. Play of the game, you know. But we got our boosters, and we're deck thinning, trying to get to our triggers. All the triggers are in the deck. I like my odds. I think I should like my odds more, but knowing myself getting cucked very terribly, that could happen as well. Oh, Transcore, I might actually die a lot faster than I thought. If he goes Glory, I don't even have a G3 in my hand, so yikes. So he's going to start doing some Basil plays, start the push game. I mean, smart. We'll take that hit. No trig. Well, no trig always means one thing. We have odds at getting what we need. And that's what we need. So hopefully... Really, did I have to lose a PG and all that nonsense? Ew. Ew, my god, no. Guess I'm supposed to like my odds here. Tag this out. Oh man, I shuffled my deck. Whoops. Alright, that's a little bit of a positive, I guess. Now if he gets a defense. Why do they get defenses on all my stand combos? Every single time. Seriously. Every time it's on my stand combos. Always on my stand combos. It's never not on the stand combos. It's always... they always just get it. They always stop my stand comboing. That's all. That's all I get cucked out of in this entire game. Let's just cuck the man out of stand combos, and that's that. That's all I see. Really hope I hit a draw trigger here, or I might be dead. Glad I hit a stand, but I would love to have seen a draw, which most likely isn't happening. Now I gotta get Reverse Venus Liquor, or I'm really gonna lose, because Reverse Venus Liquor could save me, and if I don't get that, I'm actually dead. Yeah. Beautiful draw trigger. I wish I had one of those. Nope. Maybe I'll hit a G3 here. My God. There's no effing way I'm riding Gene right now. But I feel like I'm out of options. Ay, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Just swing and just pray for a stand trigger. They wanted me to lose from the get-go on this next match, so it can just be a 2-2 video. They really wanted this to be a 2-2. I had like really back-to-back 2 good games with the deck, and now we're at the part of the video where it's like, oh, it broke terribly, you lose. Yep. Yep. And that's just a 3-crit glory to the face. On to the next one, guys. Well, not on to the next one. Let's go over the deck. So my only issue with the deck was that terrible break, besides the last 2 matches actually being good matches. Obviously, we had had one more match where the deck goes 2-2, and that was kind of the end result. Let's talk some ratios here. Obviously, this is obviously a discussion for Muse at the end of the day, so we're going to discuss it. So my thing with Muse is, obviously, you could possibly debate out this G2 for maybe that one G2 searcher in case you ran into this problem of not drawing a G3. But like I said, knowing me, I thought I was going to draw my G3s, but the game wanted to give me such a good game of not getting a single G3 that it made me lose the game. Ain't that something, huh? So I would possibly just take this out for a G3 searcher to kind of make the deck a little bit more consistent on making sure you at least get this in your hand. And, you know, you can have this as your stand, and that's always good to have. Always the counterchargers for these to call your G1s. So this is how you keep up. This is how you keep up your booster game, and this is how you keep up your defense game. And P-Knight always helps to return your heals back into the deck, because, again, all you need is one gene to call. As long as you have one gene, you're good to go to return this unit. That's where P-Knight comes in handy in case you run into that type of situation. The fact that I had to ride my gene was very sad. Very sad, Boomer. Very sad. But all in all, I love the deck the way it is. I mean, 5 stands can work. I mean, at that point, you're like, damn, man, if you got a crit, it would have been better. I'm like, yeah, I know, right? A crit would have been great. You get to that point where you're like, yep, crit would have been amazing. Yeah, I hear you. And then, like, it just becomes that way at the end of the day. So anyways, guys, that's going to conclude your Venus Ezel deck here. I mean, Venus Trap Reverse is always a great unit. Deck thinning is deck winning. Getting to your stand triggers would definitely benefit you a lot. If they just let you have it, that would be great. And then you'd be good to go out and winning matches. But knowing me, every time I try to do a nice stand deck profile, it never pans out. I guess it worked kind of today. Some of them are really bad, but I think this was actually one of the more better stand decks I've ever made. Actually function a little bit. So that was good. So thanks for watching, guys. Y'all be good. Y'all stay safe. I'll see you all another time. Peace out, and thanks for watching my crappy RNG in action. Peace.